Hey guys, another video from Rage RC Repair. Today we have an unboxing, and this is a special event, let me tell you. This is 2.5 months of back order waiting to get this here. I talked about it in my comments in a lot of the other videos, and I've been wanting one for quite a while, and my wife bought me one for Christmas. Well, as soon as we order it, we find out that it is not in stock, and she ordered it while it was in stock, and ended up being a back order situation, and we found out why. I contacted Redcat, found out what was going on, and they halted production because of a control arm turnbuckle issue. They ended up with a bunch of bad steel and made a whole bunch of RC cars that had weak turnbuckles, which would cause that metal piece to break off. So they halted production. All the cars that they had that were ready to be shipped out, they repaired with those new turnbuckles. And here we have it. We have the Kaiju Ext unboxing with 2.5 months of waiting. It's been driving me nuts. So anyways, here we go. And there she is. Let's get this box out of here. And let's go over some of the features with this thing. It's got a Hobby Wing brushless motor, 4068 2100 kV 4-pole motor, Hobby Wing 6S ESC, digital servo, metal gear, and molded roof protection. It's pretty sweet looking, guys. I was looking at a lot of the reviews, and the people that had gotten them really liked them, except for they were breaking those turnbuckles. So hopefully we'll see if they improved anything. It looked like on one of the side views that they put metal turnbuckles on these. I'm not entirely sure. But once we get it out of the box, I'm going to pull the Kaiju out and compare it to the EXT. Okay, so in the box you're going to get a truck, remote control, some instructions, tire tool, some stickers, typical stuff that you get in one of these, some packing material down there. I'll tell you what, guys, this thing looks pretty sweet. I am not going to lie. I'm definitely digging the design of it. Captured clips for the body pins. That's a big addition. They definitely made an improvement with those with the original Kaiju, and here they are on the Kaiju Ext. Looks like you get your remote in this box with the tires, and that's pretty much it. So they say they're ready to run, but they're actually almost ready to run. You still have to provide 4 AA batteries in here, and provide the batteries for the truck. Overall, it looks pretty much the same as the original Kaiju. It is missing the big front bumper that they have on the original Kaiju. You can see that. That's a little bit more protection on the body. I don't know, maybe T-Bone Racing will be coming out with something, some sort of basher bumper like they did for the Shredders and Armas and some of the Traxxas vehicles. Yeah, I definitely like the body. It feels about the same, about as thick as the original. Just a forewarning, I always use some sort of Gorilla Tape or really thick tape inside of these while they're brand new before you ever go out and drive them. It does have a support here. That's pretty nice. It looks like it stops the shock tower from damaging the body up front. An added piece of protection. That's pretty cool. Vented. The roof is vented. I did see reviews on that, and it's definitely vented. Lets cool air into the chamber down in here where the motor and ESC and electronics sit. Give you the same hair net that they always give you. Let's see if it fits my head. No, it doesn't. Head's too big for that. Cooling fan on the motor. Nice touch there. This is the 6S 150 amp ESC, the ready to run ESCs that Hobby Wing provides. I have heard a few complaints about the plugs being T-plugs, and that is a complaint that I also have. I don't know why they still use the T-plugs. I think that's a very poor design for 6S. Even 4S, you get these too hot and they melt in here. I've showed you guys pictures of that in the past on some of my other videos. They give you a jumper wire if you want to run a single battery. So you can run a single, I believe, 3S, 4S, and 6S setup. Yeah, we're going to be getting rid of the T-plugs, but for the sake of wanting to run it as bad as I have wanted to run it, I bought a brand new set of the Champion series. I think they're gold batteries that I really have been pretty lucky with. I think this is our third set. Is that right, Josh?
Yeah.
No problems with those batteries so far. We switched everything over to the XT60s. It's got some Velcro straps in it. They look a little bit taller, or longer I should say, than the original ones. That's definitely a plus. I guess let's see if 2 batteries will fit down in here comfortably. I don't care for the way this motor fan wiring is ran right here. I think that this should have been ran out of this side of the box instead of over here. That way it could be nice and centered and possibly tied in over here to keep it from hitting the batteries. It looks like the batteries could come in contact with it. Looks like the battery tray is a little bit different setup than the original one. There's no big pieces on top to help maintain the batteries movement in the tray. They upgraded the motor mount. That's pretty sweet. All metal, no plastic on the motor mount. I'll tell you right now, that's got metal spur gear in it. And it's longer. Other than that, I don't see a whole lot of difference. Let's see if I can get a comparison here side by side of both of these upside down. I'm kind of curious if we got the same control arm lengths and stuff like that. And I'll tell you this is why I wanted the Kaiju XT, guys. This thing is an amazing, awesome stunt truck. But it's a wheelie machine, and it just likes to stay off the ground. Wow. What do you think? 2 inches longer, maybe? Something like that. Looks very similar. They did change the wheelie bar setup. It looks like this is a whole different bracket coming into the truck. As we got this thinner bracket here. Comes up in curves with the wheelie bar on it. They're both adjustable. From what I see, it looks like you got a few adjustments here. 2 adjustments on this one for up and down, and this one has 4. I would rather have seen a couple extra adjustments, but can't win everything. They do come with a metal steering servo instead of like the plastic one that the original Kaiju would come with. And I replaced mine with a metal one before I ever drove it because I saw the issues on the reviews. So that's something you guys won't have to worry about as much. And I like the tires. They feel pretty, they feel pretty stiff for being an all-terrain like this. They are belted. That's a benefit as well. I don't know. It looks like it's pretty much the same chassis with just a center lengthening plate. The parts pretty much look the same. The width is almost identical. I mean, control arm wise, it doesn't look like a big difference. If anything, maybe the control arms are a little longer. I'm not real sure. It doesn't look like it. I'd have to get a measurement when they're off to make sure, but looks like the same chassis, guys. Same platform, same chassis, same similar style shocks. I do see another upgrade that they did, and I want to show you. There was a big problem on the original Kaiju when you hit something really hard. And also the aftermarket ones you buy now are the upgraded version as well. You saw in one of my prior videos when we were down at the Ball Diamond, we snapped one of these off at the front control arm, which the uppers and on the front and rear are both known to be weak right here. And they've added some support plastic on the sides, which looks like it's a little beefier. And I haven't had to buy any aftermarket ones for this yet because I bought them when they were still this style, and I have a whole bunch of them left. Same bumper attachment and everything, just without the bumper. Same skid guard on the bottom. It's identical, other than this one's broken. Get lights front and rear, I believe. Maybe not. It does not have lights in it. I thought it was supposed to come with lights. I'm alright with that. Well, let's get a set of batteries in it and see if it works. Can you grab me for the blades out of that box up there? See if these trays are much different or not. I guess it doesn't really damage the wire at all, but if it's slamming around in there, it could wear a hole in it. Stacking them. That's another reason why I like these Champion series batteries. They're 100C discharge rate, 1500 milliamps, and they're cheap. They're like 30 bucks a set, brand new. But I like where the wires come out on these. They don't come out the end, they come right on top like some of the soft packs. I don't really care for their design. But let's see if there's enough strap in here. One thing I see I don't care for, I'm going to move these up a little bit. Down in too far. Alright. Yeah, the straps are longer. That's is a benefit. Not a lot longer, but enough to where you can comfortably actually secure them, whereas before they had an issue with length and you couldn't get the two hard cases in. That's why I took the battery tray ends off of the original Kaiju, and Kayla's running a big single 4S instead on hers. Alright. The T-plug ends on these are better quality than the ones on the battery, so I would assume the battery ones will melt first. Sounds like we got power. 4-cell. She connected? Oh yeah. Suspension feels just about the same. Might be a little thicker in the rear than what they did on this truck factory. Well, let's see here. It feels pretty much like the same truck, other than longer. I will say this, guys, I ran this one over with a golf cart and it survived, so I'm hoping that this one will be as tough as the other one. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the bell. We're going to go out and do a bash video on this, our first drive video, and stay tuned because we'll be uploading that one next. And I got a couple other cool things. We're going to be working on an e-Revo that somebody, I think, ran into a wall or a pole or something real hard. But never had one of those apart before, so we're going to be doing a video on a complete repair of the chassis. I looked all over the internet and I didn't see one. So since somebody hasn't done one yet, we are going to do a video of that as well. So stay tuned. Lots of stuff coming up soon. Thank you guys for your support.